Welcome to the Dirty Tea Podcast. My name is Donna.
And I'm Amanda, and we're excited for you to join us where you'll be served the dirtiest tea.
We are best friends from the Midwest who love other people's drama.
And we'd rather spill your tea on air than behind your back.
So feel free to submit your dirty tea for us to read on air.
Or sit back, fill your cup with whatever tickles your fancy, and get ready for the mess. So everyone, before we jump in today, I wanted to talk about a little contest we have going on.
Yes.
So we can increase, people.
The flow.
Yeah, increase the flow. That's what we want.
Not on your period, though.
Not your period flow.
No.
That would not be a good increase. We have no control over that. So, the contest that we have is to win a $50 Amazon gift card. So that's the prize. So here are the rules. So each time you tag a person, whether it be on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever platform you see Dirty Tea Podcast on, if you tag a person, that earns you 1 point. If your tagged person follows us, then you get an extra point. And we're going to take all of the tags and all of the submissions.
Tally it all up.
And then we're going to pick a name. And then whoever we pick is going to win a $50 Amazon gift card.
Yep.
Courtesy of yours truly, of the two of us.
Your servers.
Your servers. There you go.
And, right now we kind of just dead set on Amazon, but if you prefer something else, let us know. But yeah, just to kind of increase the flow and get our name out there, and with your support, we would really appreciate it. I know all of you guys are listening, and share our dirty tea with everyone else.
Yes. So we're gonna announce the winner on our next episode 5, and that's gonna be on October 6th.
Yes.
So it'll run for about a week here on all platforms. So get to sharing, get to tagging.
Tag your it, basically.
Boom.
Just like that.
All right, perfect. So jumping in, the first one I have today, it's a little petty. So it's a person saying that they took their ex off of their Spotify plan while she was on a road trip because
that's foul.
That's foul as fuck. Like, that's petty. Like, for real. So apparently they were together for a while, and the girl broke up with the person. They broke up with the poster because she was talking to somebody else while they were together. So of course, the poster is extremely upset and depressed, and this bitch is going on a road trip. Fuck you. You're about to go there and fucking listen to the radio the whole way.
Listen to the radio.
Yeah, all the ads. I hope you get all like the little fuzzy, like weird ass commercials.
Through, like dead zones.
Yeah.
That's petty. But you know what? That's not as petty as changing like a Netflix password or a Hulu password.
True.
Like in the middle of an intense show.
Oh, man. Just imagine you're binge watching your favorite show, and then all of a sudden it's like,
that's it.
Done.
You just see static.
And now, bitch, you gotta pay that $13.99 for that Netflix.
With me, you can pay. I think that's just as worse. Or like you're jamming, you have your favorite playlist saved.
Right?
You have all your artists saved.
Man.
And all of a sudden, it's just not there no more because you decide to fuck around.
Exactly.
Fuck around and find out.
Well, that happened to her. She fucked around and she found out.
Dang. Yeah, that is pretty petty. Speaking of petty, this one she wrote in, she says, my petty self loves to spill tea. Our kind of
so
tea.
Do we.
Our kind of tea. She says, my ex broke up with me, so I went and sold his most precious and beloved dog. Listen to this. A purebred miniature Yorkie for $50.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm petty.
That's like petty borderline illegal right there.
Dude, that's not even petty. That's
fucked up.
That's fucked up. A Yorkie?
Just imagine if, your man got upset with you. It was like, well, say goodbye to the dog. That's your child.
Yeah. I would sell all his shoes for like $1 a piece. $1 a pair.
$1 a pair. Hey, you walk away with like, $15, $20 and be like, well,
that'll make it for the dog that you sold.
Exactly.
My dog that you sold. $50 for a purebred miniature Yorkie.
Yeah.
Just because she's being petty. Because he broke up with her.
That's straight up disrespectful right there.
Man.
Okay, I have one. Would I be wrong to hook up with a college freshman. So the person who wrote this is a female, 34 years old, and the freshman is 18 years old.
Ooh. Technically, they're legal, but that's disgusting. That's like doing
robbing the cradle for real.
No, you're not. You're robbing from the umbilical cord.
Right.
That's not even robbing the cradle.
Why would you want to fuck an 18-year-old?
That shit from the womb.
Right. That motherfucker still got, they're musty and shit, still haven't figured out.
Their voice still cracking.
Right. Why would you want to, I just don't get it. What the desire would be to fuck an 18-year-old. That's like at 34.
That's a child.
For real.
Is legit still a child. They don't even know what.
They still go to their mom to wash their clothes.
Exactly. They probably still got dirty drawers and
shit
still,
stains, booty,
right? Shit stain, and still fighting over video games.
Exactly.
How is that attractive? Don't you want a man, man?
Right. Maybe she can't find no man. That's why
at 34 years old, you can't find a man. Then maybe you got to work it yourself.
I agree. I completely agree. I think there are just some lines that you shouldn't cross,
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of them.
That's several. They've crossed several lines on that one. 18 years old. They barely just turned 18, probably.
Right.
That bitch waited like a day after.
Right. It was like, well, he's legal now.
This says, I, male, lost my virginity to a prostitute, and now I want to contact her.
Damn. Well, shit. What if it's okay? Remember from a couple episodes ago, the girl that lost her virginity in Hong Kong.
What if it's them? What if? Yeah.
What? Did she say that it smelled like it tasted like seawater or something like that?
And then there was a heart on the ceiling.
Yeah. No, that would be uncanny.
She said it tasted like straight up sewage water. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Sewage.
Ugh.
Sewage water.
So he's like, I lost my virginity to this prostitute, and now I want to call her.
Now I want to call her because I've developed feelings.
Just imagine that conversation. He calls, just, hey, is this Thunder Thighs? Yeah. So
about the other night, I caught feelings
when I was looking deep into your eyes.
I was looking deep into the back of your head. And I caught feelings.
It was so romantic when I peeled the condom out of your wig. I love a hardworking girl.
Hashtag goals.
Ew. That's funny.
All right.
Okay. So I found another one. It says, I was called a catfish by the guy I'm seeing. So she's 22, he's 24. They've been dating for about 2 months. So the whole time that they've been dating, she always wore makeup. So when she wears eyeliner, she uses the double eyelid tape because, she has the
monolid.
The monolid, okay. Yeah. So apparently one day they were cuddling and staring at each other close up, and he noticed the eyelid tape on her eyeball. And he asked about it, and she explained what it was, and then he called her a catfish for it. And, she got super insecure because, she's a makeup artist. Yeah. She's Asian, so I'm sure she has heard all types of racist-ass jokes about it, but she said that she's basically like those Asian makeup artists on Instagram that stuff napkins up their nose and fake skin to bait people into dating her. And she said it sounded like it was joking at first, but it hurt her feelings. So she didn't know what to do. Isn't that fucked up?
God, that is fucked up. First of all, coming from an Asian girl, that's fucked up. Okay?
Yeah.
That guy does not deserve her, first of all. Mm-mm. Girl, you do you. Put them fucking monolid back with them tape. Who fucking cares?
Exactly.
Okay? Second of all, that's racist as fuck.
It is. And, why would you say that to someone?
Right. And it's called makeup for a reason, because you do your face and you make it up. It ain't called natural up.
Exactly.
It's called makeup. So you do your makeup. Oh my God, that's...
And then she explained it to him, Yeah. She explained it to him. And I guess later on he apologized to her because he didn't want to make her feel bad. But it's
But damage is already done.
Yeah, exactly. Because now you know what he really like things.
Right.
You know?
I wouldn't even give that guy another minute of my time.
Yeah. I mean, after that, like, it's one thing to be like, you know, like, oh, wow, I've never seen that before.
And you educate them.
Right. But then to, like, make a joke out of it, like, no.
Yeah. Because a lot of Asians do have the monolith. I don't, but there are times that I have used the tape, the double-sided tape, because it decreases the depth of your eyelid, and it holds eyeshadow better. So I have used that before, but I don't wear eyeshadow much. But it does work, and it does change the features of your face. So I can see, in devil's advocate, I can see what his point of it. But for him to make a comment like that, though, was uncalled for. Like,
and then to go to the extreme of like, oh, you're stuffing your face, your nose with napkins, and you know, like, come on now.
A makeup artist that's what it is. It's a makeup artist. It's artistry.
Exactly.
No,
I hope she dumped that dude. I mean, that's just ignorant.
That's super ignorant. And I want to see what he looks like.
I bet he needs his eyelids taped.
Right.
Bitch.
Snap. Right. Gosh, that makes me mad. Okay. This one says, my wife named our son after her first love, and I had no idea. Said, my son is 5. About 2 days ago, we were out shopping, and I ran into a high school friend of hers. She was catching up when she told her friend that we had a son. When the friend asked what his name was, my wife hesitated, and I told her. She had a strange look on her face and then said, you mean like your ex-boyfriend? Our son's name was very unique to the point that I've never met another person with this name. Now she refuses to talk to me about it. I feel betrayed and disgusted with her. It's like a switch flipped my mind, and I just can't look at her the same way.
Ugh. I don't blame you. That's fucked up.
Either. That is fucked up.
How are you gonna name your child after your ex?
Yeah.
With another man.
Yeah. That's
and then you don't want to talk about it, and then you're just like tight-lipped. Now you got called out and you got exposed, and now you're like, and then whoever the fuck the high school friend was,
that's not a friend.
That person was fucked up because you ain't had to say nothing. You could have just gave the bitch a dirty look and kept
it. Message her later and be like, girl,
right? Or just tell the tea to somebody else, like, bitch, you wouldn't believe who I ran into the grocery store. And guess what?
Right, you didn't have to go. Now she probably ruined a marriage.
Yeah,
that will probably won't. Even if it doesn't break up, it's like he will never look at his wife the same, or even that child. I mean, innocent child, but he will never look at that child the same.
Just think, he probably is thinking like, okay, what if it's not really my child then? Because why else would you? I mean,
all those questions will probably pop up.
Yeah, that's the first thing that I would think. Like, this bitch been fucking around.
I'd be like, let me take the child to the park and like swab its mouth and send that DNA shit in.
Right.
Wow.
That's crazy. Okay, here's one. So the dude is 30 years old. His wife is 29. So his wife pulled a knife on him. So basically, this is crazy as hell. She confronted him about his phone while he was sleeping, right? Now, of course, I'll preface it. From a man's point of view, it's about to be oversimplified, but we'll just roll with it. So she confronted him about the phone while he was sleeping. She wanted to see what he was hiding, so she demanded his phone. He told her no because he didn't like her approach. So she snatched the phone. He tried to get it back, and she walked away to the kitchen. He follows her, still trying to get her phone, or trying to get his phone. She grabs a large knife and then pokes him, not stabs him, but pokes him on the chest. And then he's like telling her to stop, and then she does it again. He tried to get it off of her and then ended up like fucking up his hand getting cut. And then his brother had to come and intervene. They had to call the cops. They had to make her leave the house. The bitch went to jail. And he was like, I feel bad because I didn't want her to go to jail. But this seems like the end of our marriage and family. Did I do the right thing? Are you really questioning that?
What?
Like, the bitch just pulled a knife on you.
Right, because you wouldn't let her go through your phone. Like,
right. That's crazy.
Oh my God. No.
I mean,
first of all, she's batshit crazy.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's
never that serious. Like, come on, if you don't trust your man that much, then you need to just leave him.
Right. I never went through my man's phone, and if I had any questions, I would ask him, and I would expect him to tell me the truth. I have no reason to go through his phone.
Exactly.
Wow.
That's some.
And then to pull out a knife and poked him
with the knife. So
he tried to grab
like basically like having the intention of stabbing the dude, you know?
Wow.
But not actually going through with it all the way.
That just sounds like a toxic relationship they shouldn't even be together.
I agree. You need to just fucking let that shit go. The fact that he's like, did I do the right thing? Like, would you rather be dead?
Right. Do you want to be dead or do you, like, gosh. There's some crazy ass people out there.
Yeah, like, come on now.
Wow. Damn. They poked him with the knife. Wow. Now it's like they can't even get back together.
Right.
You can't get past that.
You sent her to jail.
Right. And you can't get past that because of what happens if the next time you don't let her go through your phone. When then she put a gun on you, like she gonna fucking, beat you with a baseball bat.
Right. And she knows you're gonna stick around, so I mean shit. She about to start fucking you up. You need to let go while you can.
While you're still alive.
For real.
Oh gosh. Okay, so this one says, I inadvertently came across some explicit pictures in the act of my wife and another dude that were taken while we were dating. We were not exclusive officially, but pretty close. It's bothering me just to see her this way. For one, I have never expected her to take pictures like this. We never have, and I asked. I have let her know I've seen them, and it makes me feel sick.
That's sad.
That is super sad, and you can't look at your what is it, his wife now?
Yeah.
You can't look at your wife the same way.
But so he knew about this before he married her.
Yeah. So I guess it's like eating at him.
Well, you shouldn't have married the bitch then. I mean, if it was that big of a issue.
So he probably saw her in a compromising position. He's like, bitch, we never did that. Like, how come you'd be bending all over back with your legs crossed inside out, and how come you never do that with me?
Well, if he wanted it, he should have said something. If she was willing to do it for the other dude, she might have been willing to do it for him both too. Legs. She might still be willing to do it if she's still flexible enough to do it. Depending on how long they've been married.
But that's the thing is, like, I am a firm believer of like, get rid of all your ex stuff when you're in a new relationship. Like, it's just it's an unspoken rule, right? But
I wonder if like maybe she did get rid of it and he just happened to stumble upon it.
How do you happen to stumble upon an explicit picture?
Maybe she thought she deleted it. Maybe she had it like saved in an old album and she hadn't gone through her pictures in a while. You were too nice. First of all, how did he find it? Because
he must have been digging.
Exactly. Yeah.
So there's already that distrust.
We just ended all types of relationships in this episode. Break up with all of them.
Just find a reason, just break up. Just so you do it the wrong way, break up.
Okay. Here's another one. I guess this is kind of like our relationship episode here. So a 41-year-old male, drove almost 3 hours to meet my 43-year-old female girlfriend. She didn't answer when I got there. So they made plans to meet last weekend. I guess they're like long distance. Okay. And he messaged her before he left and said, I'm coming. And she told him, have a safe trip. He gets to her place and nobody answers the door. He tried calling a few times, still didn't get an answer, waited 30 minutes before leaving. But the thing is that when he was on the way home, she called him and said that she was in the shower. And that's why she didn't answer.
Shut the fuck up.
Girl.
That is a straight out of like catfish.
Exactly. So you wait until after he drives home. Because I guarantee you he sent a message. It was like, I'm heading home. Right. I didn't hear from you. I'm going home now.
And how long of a shower you taking?
Bitch, ain't no shower that fucking long. I'm calling Legally Blonde rules on this shit. Like, and she was like, you can't get a perm wet. This bitch had a perm. She wasn't taking no shower.
No, listen. She probably, so they had a long distance relationship. Yeah. Was this their first time seeing each other?
No, apparently they've seen each other several times before. So why, if you've seen each other unless he lied about that part, which, I mean, shit, he might have, because maybe he's embarrassed that he got ghosted. But that's fucked up. Like, even if it is a situation where you saw the person before, like, and you were to do some shit like that, break it up. Another one. They gotta break up.
But But what would be her reason to do that though? Like to fucking have him drive all that way and then ghost him like that, and then 30 minutes later text him and that I was in the shower.
Exactly.
Okay, well then if I was him, you know what? I call her bluff. I turn back around. 30 minutes is 30 minutes.
Right.
I turn back around. And if she ghosts me again, then you know what I do? Slash her tires on the way out. Bitch, you ain't going nowhere now.
Excessive. I mean, I don't know. The fact that she called him and said she was in the shower, and then he said, "That's okay, I'll just meet another time since I'm on my way home." He was like, "I wasn't really mad, but I thought it was odd. We met several times before. Mistakes can happen. Should I be concerned about something?"
Yes,
like
you should be concerned.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that's
a red flag.
Crazy.
That's a red flag. She either had someone over, or she wasn't even home.
Mm-hmm.
And that would have been super fucked up if she wasn't even home.
Yeah. I mean, because I wonder, like, I mean, granted, we don't know the circumstances if she's, like, in a house or an apartment.
Yeah.
If he, like, knows what kind of car she drives. Like, so if he would be able to see if she was home. But 3 hours, if I drive 3 hours to see someone and they fucking don't show up, I'm losing your number.
Yep.
I'm about to cuss you out. I'm about to
slashing the tires. I'm telling you.
I'm not slashing no tires, but I'm about to make you feel
only
real
slash
salty.
3 of them, because if you slash 4, the insurance won't pay for it or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. The insurance will pay for it.
Yeah, so I only do 3.
Smart. You smart.
If you take anything from this episode, take that tip.
Only slash 3 or 4 tires, guys. Just kidding. We do not advocate violence.
We do not. Wow. So this one, the guy writes in and says, "And I've been going on a couple date with this great girl and things seems good. We match personality wise and life phase as we're both in university. We talked about our feelings, understand each other. Okay, blah blah blah. Great relationship. They, ended up in what will end up in a relationship. What they want for goals. There's just one thing. She is overweight and not really my type of girl. To me, being sporty is important, and I work out, fitness, and running about 5 times a week. Though I'm not athletic, I'm pretty lean. As I haven't dated much before, I thought I would ask advice on this. Does physical appearance and working out matter in a relationship? Everyone has their preference, but it is likely that we will grow to like it. But I just feel dumb not to date her because she's overweight, and it bothers me a bit. I feel a little bit childish because of my preference for physical attribute."
That's tough. Because, like, on one end, like, I can respect it because he's like, I'm getting to know her and I really like her. Mm-hmm. But on the other end, it's like, okay, so she's overweight and you're basically recognizing that this is superficial.
Yeah, super shallow of him
to just, like, if that's the reason that you stop talking to the girl but you like everything else about her, then that's shallow. Yeah. But then at the same time, it's like, everybody has their preferences, I
get that. I respect both. But he went into it knowing what she looks like, how she is. He shouldn't have got himself in that deep if he knew that physical look was going to be that make it or break it for him.
Because why would you go on the first date with the girl in the first place if you weren't attracted to her?
Right.
That's
just no. I think he put himself in a corner for that one.
Yeah, and you can't he can't go to her and be like, "Yeah, so I like everything else about you, but I don't like your weight."
I would slap a hole.
Right. And that's what, that's how people get so insecure. Like, I've been there, you know what I mean? I've been there.
Yep.
So I get it, in terms of having that insecurity as a plus size girl, you know what I mean? But I feel like you get to a point where it's like, you're either going to like me how I am or you're not.
Right.
And it is what it is. And
if you don't, boy, bye.
Exactly.
I've had people tell me, they're like, you would look a little bit better if you lost a little bit of weight. Or your face would be slimmer, or, you would, to the point of you would look better if you lost a little bit of weight here, or
Yeah.
And that shit stays with you.
Yeah, it does.
Forever. Yeah. That shit does not go away. So be nice to people.
Exactly.
I mean, I know we be talking a lot of shit about people, but I would never say you can stand to lose a few pounds.
Right.
You just don't.
That's not your place to tell that to somebody else.
Right, because you don't know their predicament. You don't know. They may have health issues that prevents them from losing weight.
And for all he knows, she could be very active too. She could be, into sports and,
being active doesn't mean that you are lean and athletic. there are pretty thick people out there that are active and lean, and you know, they have muscles in the right places. They may not show through, but they have muscle. They'll fucking take your ass down. You know, so don't always judge a book by its cover. I mean, damn, yeah, that shit's fucked up. That shit will stay with you.
Hopefully she breaks up with him because obviously,
said, you know, hopefully she breaks up with him because she was like, you know what, you're too athletic and you're too lean for me.
Right, and you're too shallow.
Right,
bitch.
Snap.
3 snaps. Okay, here's a fucked up one. Am I an asshole for telling my son I'm not paying for college and I don't believe he is smart enough for it anymore?
You are an asshole. Straight up.
I mean, she says that, you know, he's always on his phone, using school as a party place, doesn't go to classes, doesn't turn things in. So she's frustrated because she said his son is 18.
Some people don't even have ambition to go to college.
Man, fuck that shit. Some people don't have ambition to go to college, but that shit is expensive as fuck. And if you're wasting your opportunity, then that's on you. So now when you get later down the line and decide you want to go back to school, then you have to pay for that shit out of your own pocket.
So she is right about not paying for his school, but she is not right
for calling him
stupid. People like, boy, you dumb. I ain't paying for your school.
Right. Maybe it's not an issue that he's not smart enough. Maybe he's just not motivated enough.
Right.
You know?
And so maybe if he pays for his own college, then that'll motivate him because it's coming out of his own pocket.
Right.
So I half-heartedly agree with her. Like, you don't have to pay for it.
Right.
But don't call your kid dumb. Be a supportive parent. Like, even if they're into video games and okay, maybe that's their path to be a video game developer. You know, them bitches be making money. You know? Yep. So maybe you're in the video game developing, you know, first phase of your life and go to college for that. But I ain't paying for it.
Right. Shit.
You better go find yourself some fucking scholarship or something. Cause
I mean, at the same time, though, the son is fucking up, though, because if somebody were to pay for my full fucking college education, like, no debt, are you kidding me? I would take that shit in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he doesn't realize, like, how good he's got it either.
And he's on his phone and gaming.
And partying.
His house is a party house or something.
So, you know.
So he's probably dating that 34-year-old.
Girl, he's one fucking
And that's what turns her on because he's a video gamer. He could probably get her through the 10th stage of Zelda.
You know, them jobless boys, they always have the best.
Eggplant.
The best eggplant.
Insert eggplant emoji. Okay, so I told my friend, this is kind of in conjunction with what we talked about last episode. It says, I told my friend about her boyfriend, who is also my friend, flirting with other girls. Now they are breaking up. So I have 2 friends,
okay,
who are in a relationship together. And there are a lot of friction for a long time already, and they're both, you know, they both talk separately to me about their problems and stuff. 2 days ago, the guy told me about going to a birthday where he saw his old flame, and they talked, and she sat on his lap. So she felt the insert eggplant emoji. Okay. He said, I definitely think I have a chance with her while being in a relationship with my other friend. I told him it's really not okay for him to do this. So this morning, the girl texted me crying, her friend, texted me crying about how bad he has been treating her lately. I told her to break up with him, but she's just too soft to do that. I know it's better for both of them that they separate. And I could not resist, so I called her and told her about what he told me about the eggplant.
Yeah.
Okay. She bursted out crying and went immediately to confront him. Now they are in a big fight and maybe breaking up. The guy friend is probably going to be pissed at me. Did I make a right choice by doing this?
I say yes. It's tough because it's like, okay, you're friends with both of them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, if you were bold enough to tell him, like, hey, what you're doing is fucked up, then you should be able to be bold enough to tell your other friend too.
Yeah, and then... Yeah.
And even though it's not her place to necessarily speak on it, like, that's your friend.
Why are you meddling in people's business, first of all? Especially if you're friends with both.
Right.
You can't ride or die with both.
At that point, you just
gotta, like, eject yourself out from that. Because if you were friends with one and not the other, that's different because you're ride or die.
Right.
But if you're friends with both of them on the same level,
right,
you just play dumb. I don't know shit. Yeah. Monkeys, you know, like the whole little monkey, 3 monkey. I didn't see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. I don't know shit.
Yeah, that's kind of messy.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Okay. Here's one. Am I an asshole for insinuating?
You have a lot of "am I an asshole"? Are you just plain asking me like, are you an asshole? Yes, you are.
I mean, I gotta stick with my kind, you know? So, am I an asshole for insinuating that something is strange about my boyfriend's relationship with his sister?
Ooh.
Yeah. It's messy. Okay. So, my boyfriend and I have been together since high school, and now we're in college. So yesterday she wanted to go to surprise him with breakfast, so she went to his house. So he still lives with his parents. So she knew that he was working, or that his parents were gone, so he was home alone. So so when she got there, she knocked on the door for at least 30 seconds, and their front door is pretty translucent, so she can see what's going on in there, right? So she sees somebody running outside of his bedroom and then running back inside. And then finally, he comes out of his room and closed the door behind him and then opened the front door, came to greet her. So he seemed confused as to why she was there. And she said, she was like, to be fair, I never come over without telling him I'm coming over. Mm-hmm. So she said his shirt was all scrunched up as if he just put it on. He asked what she was doing at his place, and she gave him like a strange look and asked him who was inside. And he said it was just his sister. And she was skeptical, but then the sister came out of his room and like waved at him, greeted her, and then went back into his room. So then she gave him, their little coffee and a bagel that she was getting him. And then later that night, she texted him about what happened and how like she felt that it was weird. Mm-hmm. So she texted him later that night and, asked him like what happened, and told him that she felt weird about it. And then he immediately became defensive as if she was accusing him of something. And he told her that he doesn't want to be with someone who thinks so disgustingly of him, and hasn't responded to any of her messages since then.
Guilty.
I don't know. Mm-mm. Like after that last part, like at first I was like, oh yeah, guilty as fuck. But then like the fact that he's like, that's disgusting. Why would you accuse me of like messing around with my sister? Like, and then
but then why would you come out of your room and people running back and forth over the frosted glass and come out of your room with a scrunchy shirt and stuff?
Maybe he did just put a shirt on. Because think about it, okay?
Then how come the sister didn't come out and say, hey, what's up? Like, come out.
She did.
And then she went back into the bedroom.
And then she went back into his room. But think about it. If you're chilling at home, right, and say he was chilling at home, maybe him and his sister were watching a movie, whatever the fuck, right? And then somebody knocks on your door. You're not expecting somebody to come to your house. And, for all we know, they don't have a camera on their, like a doorbell camera or whatever it is. So the only way of him finding out who's at the door is for him to literally go and see. Well, you're not going to go topless with your nips all out. You're going to put a shirt on. So maybe he rushed and threw a shirt on and, came out and said hi. She didn't comment on what the sister looked like.
Why are you shirtless in the bedroom with your sister, quote unquote, watching a movie if that's what they were doing?
I mean, we don't know what they were doing.
See, but you can't,
up. Like, I feel like all of the signs lead to make you think that something was going on. But it's like, there's plenty of times where I would be like chilling in my brother's room, not topless, but like just chilling there. Like he's playing video games. I'm on my phone. Like your parents aren't home. You're just chilling with your siblings. You know what I mean? Like it could have been innocent. But like I would be like disgusted too if somebody were to.
But then would you be disgusted to the point where you're like, fuck you, like ghosted, block? Or would you be disgusted and be like, give an explanation? I mean, like, I'm pretty disgusted that you would think that. I don't think that, the way you think, just be like, break it off. And just, because I think that the way he came across being super defensive, first of all, I think defense mechanism is not automatic guilt, but a defense mechanism shows some form of guilt.
But at the same time, if you think about it, like, how do we know? Like, we don't know, and I guess it's like more backstory needed because we don't know the dynamics of their relationship. Because for all we know, she accuses him of cheating on her all the time. Maybe she's just an insecure bitch and is just like, oh, now you're cheating on me with your sister? Like, really?
She brought over coffee and bagel. Ooh, maybe she did
uninvited
check on him.
Mm-hmm.
Then why is he hanging out with his sister shirtless?
Maybe
where the fuck do they live? Do they live in Kentucky or something?
Then I don't know if they're in Kentucky, shit,
Alabama. I don't know, some shit like that. But that's I don't know. I think that he got defensive too quickly.
Yeah.
And then for him to block her right away, it's just sus. Like super sus. Like, why are you so defensive? Like, just okay, it's okay to be defensive and be mad, but then come circle back and say, hey, I felt offended when you made that comment. I don't think that, I think you have it in your, you're not in the right mind to think, like, it's not what you think. Literally she was doing this or whatever and she was leaving, and I don't think that you were thinking straight. But and because you thought that, it made me feel weird now, and I just don't think that I could continue this relationship with you, knowing that you might think that in the future. And then that's it, end it.
Yeah, I feel like there's no way, like, I would have, like, you'd have to end that. Like, there's no way.
You have to end it.
Because if you really think that, like, if somebody were to accuse me of doing something inappropriate with, like, my sibling, like, I'd be like, like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Right,
like,
I would immediately.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get defensive, but I would get pissed. I would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you, first of all? And second of all, like,
to even accuse somebody of something like that.
Like, gross.
Yeah.
But then I would circle back and be like, okay, what you did was foul. What you thought is foul. I would never, ever do anything like that. And if that's your thought process, then I can't.
We gotta go our separate ways.
Right.
This ain't gonna work.
Can't know you no more. That's gross.
Okay, one more. So my boyfriend accused me of being a gold digger. ... But he has no gold.
She's a gold digger. For what?
But he has no gold.
Wait. Read that again.
My boyfriend accused me of being a gold digger. ... But he has no gold. Says,
okay, go ahead.
She says they live together. They're poor. They live in a box flat with a bathroom so small I can take a shit, wash my hands, and have a shower at the same time. She works 2 jobs to keep them afloat. She's a bartender at a strip club and a hairdresser by day. And I don't know what he does for work, but apparently he thinks that she's a gold digger, but she's the breadwinner. How does that work?
Does she have that? Does he have that gold tooth she wants?
I mean, shit, maybe.
I mean, that gold tooth, you can get a lot of money for that shit.
I mean,
I mean, like, is he like? Yeah, see, I want to know what he does.
Right, I wonder.
For him to think that she's after him,
she's the gold digger.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, is he bringing in all that money to be living in that bathroom where you can wash your hands and take a shower at the same time?
Right. Shit. Where you can take a shower,
right?
Wash your hands, brush
your teeth. But she's bringing in the money. But
sounds like he's the gold digger.
Right.
Sounds like he's projecting.
So it makes me think, like, maybe he has money and he just, I mean, like, some people are selfish. They got money, but they play it off like they broke.
Maybe.
And then in his eyes, he sees it as her going after him for his money. But you know what I mean?
I mean, but if he had money, would they purposely be living?
But he's selfish.
In a
shack? He ain't sharing that money.
It's like, you remember that game, like, MASH, back when you were a kid? And, like, they got, like, the
Mary,
shack.
What is it? Mary...
mansion, apartment, shack,
house.
Yes. Yeah.
We should play that. I haven't played that in forever.
Bitch, I always got the shack with, like, 15 kids and shit. And, like, you know how you do it?
You move around now because look where you at now. You move around the house. Look at you.
And then you do it, like, with, like, your teachers and shit. And be like, why do I get this old-ass motherfucker in a shack with 15 kids? Like, come on now.
Living in the shack.
I gotta have something better than that.
I feel like life's gotta be better to me. I played that shit in high school. It's in the little, like, origami thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Dang. Did you ever play the rubber bands? Like the little rubber bands.
And you had to, like, put your hand. Yeah.
Dang. Kids these days don't know nothing about that shit.
They're missing out on all the scandals that they used to fucking.
I know. We were just talking about, like, kids these days don't know nothing about, like, playing outdoors till the street light comes on. They don't know none of that shit. They always be on their phones or electronics and shit. Yep. We be playing, because I was just telling one of the kids, I was like, man, when I was because I was maybe like 9 or 10 and I had a little bike. And so we live in the streets where there was alleys and then we would ride our bike and girl, I could have been fucking rich. Like, I could have been making money on this shit. I didn't even think. Okay, so I would draw a little map of our neighborhood, and I would use that as a GPS. So this was before GPS came out, bitch. Like, for real. God. And I use it as a GPS, and I put it in front of my bike, you know, like the little handlebar, and I would put laminate on it. And so it would be like my little GPS. So I would like pretend like I'm following the map and shit. And look at now, there's GPS and shit.
You can tell you wasn't raised with no money. Bitch made her own GPS.
Right. And I was like, dang, man, I could have been rich.
Yeah.
For real.
That's funny.
Yeah. I made paper dolls and everything.
I was bad though when I was a kid. You wouldn't guess it now.
Because did you get like ass whooping and
so amazing. But
I know bitches got jokes today.
But I was bad as fuck as a kid. Like, I didn't listen. I would always be out like with my cousin. Like, we'd always be like just doing all types of crazy shit. We would be in front of my grandma's house and we'd just be playing double dutch. And to this day, I can't double dutch. I can't jump it. I don't know.
Are you like that one video where the guy just starts jumping, he falls over?
Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I just don't have the rhythm for it.
Really?
Can you double dutch?
Back in, I think it was like 9th, 10th grade, I would, but then I stopped doing it.
Man.
Yeah.
My big ass ain't double dutching now. I know that.
Can you do like one jump rope?
Yeah, I can do one jump rope. I might can do it for a couple minutes, and after that, I'm like,
and then you get out of breath. You inhale.
Okay, so our short story for the
discussion topic.
Our discussion topic. You guys know all about it. It's not a super long one, but it's kind of juicy.
Okay.
So I, a 32-year-old male, walked in on my girlfriend, a 24-year-old female, cheating with a guy who was 39 years old, and she told me not to worry about it.
Hold on, I just took a sip of water. So you're getting it from behind, and you turn around, you're like, baby, don't worry about it.
Yo, this is on some shaggy shit, like, it wasn't me.
Saw me at the counter.
It wasn't me. So, okay. So she told him not to worry about it. And he's asking, should I tell the guy's wife about it? Because the guy is married, the 39-year-old.
Ooh, you got the juicy ones. Okay.
Yes. So he walked in on the ex-girlfriend, because I guess now they broke up, right? So he walked in on the girlfriend and this guy in their apartment at the beginning of the month. She had been telling him not to worry about him since the beginning of their relationship a year and a half ago. So apparently this guy has been around for a while, and she kept on telling him, don't worry about it, don't worry about it, you don't have to worry about anything. But then apparently she admitted to him that she slept with him on a camping trip, a few months prior to him catching them.
Gosh.
Right? So he's married, get this, with a pregnant wife. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I don't know if he's told her that he sleeps around. Why the fuck would he tell her that he sleeps around?
Baby, I know you're carrying my child, but by the way, I'm fucking around.
I got another bitch.
Don't worry about it.
So he doesn't know. So he doesn't know if the wife knows, but he doubts it. So he said he looked her up on Facebook, and he's thinking about messaging her. And he's like, I'm really angry, and I think like this is going to be more of like a revenge kind of deal. But I think that someone in her position would want to know that information. So he's like, should I tell the wife?
Yeah, 100%, absolutely.
She's pregnant.
He'll probably
what loyalty do you have to any of them?
Yep.
Yep.
He's probably doing that pregnant woman and the child a favor.
Exactly. Because if a dude will cheat on his pregnant wife, like
he'll
that's
cheat on
despicable.
anything.
Yeah. Ugh. That's just crazy. It wasn't me.
Said, don't worry about
it. What the fuck is going on in here?
Right.
Don't worry about it.
Let me finish up in here and we'll talk about it over dinner.
First off, mind your business.
First off, bitch, mind your business.
This grown folk business over here.
And then he shuts the door.
Right, just slowly. I'll give you guys some space. Don't worry, I'll get out of your hair.
Yeah, I mean, how do you? So they've been dating a year and a half.
Yeah,
and she's been cheating on him
Let's be honest, the whole time.
The whole time.
Yeah, because if it was an issue to the point where she had to tell him not to worry about him at the beginning of their relationship,
and still tell him not to worry about it,
and still tell him, no, you need to definitely be worried about him. Like, yeah. I just think that that's crazy.
Yeah.
And how does this dude have so much time for this chick if he's got a whole fucking wife?
Because he's probably not getting it at home because she's pregnant. She ain't like had.
But not for the whole year and a half that they've been together.
Facts. But then he's obviously having sex with both because she's pregnant. So he's double dipping and he doesn't care. So like I said, he's the guy that got cheated on should go tell the wife because he would be doing the wife and the child a favor. Mm-hmm. Why would you bring a child into a relationship that's fucked up?
Right. And if she doesn't know and you tell her and then she decides she wants to stay around
who knows? That guy can have an instant family and now hook up with a girl and be a daddy.
There we go. Yeah, it could be like a whole
instant family.
Freaky Friday.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, I mean, maybe we should reach out and be like, hey, if you want somebody to facilitate this,
we'll make it happen.
We'll make it happen.
I'll bring my camera phone.
Your camera phone.
It's got a flashlight too.
Do you need to use the buttons to text on your phone still?
And I'll record that whole shit. Meeting each other, him telling her, them hooking up.
Right.
Who knows? She might get pregnant while she's pregnant.
Double win. Mm-hmm. The baby might get pregnant. It would be a true fucking like miracle of nature,
Right. But yeah, that's a hot mess for her to be foul like that, though. I think, and she probably knows that dude's wife is pregnant.
Yeah.
And she's still doing it.
Exactly.
So she's a bad human.
Yeah. Everybody's bad.
Everybody's bad.
And he's wrong if he don't tell the wife. Like, if you went through all the trouble of finding her on Facebook, the least you could do is send her the message.
Yep.
Like, because what's going to happen to you?
What do you have to lose?
Your girlfriend's going to get mad at you? Like,
right.
Oh, well.
Oh, you have to worry?
Right. I tell her the same thing. Don't worry about it.
Right. You already got cheated on.
Right.
You caught them in the act, so now you got that engraved, like, in your head.
Right.
What do you have to lose?
Exactly.
Tell the bitch. So, but we are going to wrap it up. But I do want to get a quick shout out to Amanda. It's her birthday this weekend. Woo woo! She's
we're
doing a
getting wild. Just kidding. We're not.
But it is her birthday this weekend. So everybody give her a shout out. It's her birthday. She is turning lovely 21.
Yo, you want to know the real reason she said 21? Because the bitch don't know how old I am. She gets it wrong every single time.
How many years now?
Dude, like, I don't know if you've ever known my real age. Let's be honest.
I don't. It's been like 4 or 5 years, and I still get the wrong year. Every year, I get the wrong age. But she's turning something. So she's just going to turn 21.
I'm turning 21.
She's turning 21.
21.
So, 21. Give her a shout out. Happy birthday. We love you. And we will catch you guys. So this will, be our last September episode.
Yes.
And then we're into October.
Yes.
Yes.
So you guys have gotten a whole month of podcasts from us.
Yeah. Let us know what you think too. If, suggestions, we're so open to that. Suggestions, ideas, things like that. If you guys want to do a live podcast, we would love to do live. We gotta fix your eyebrows. Maybe you got that big unibrow right there. We gotta plug that shit and that mustache.
Bitch, don't worry about it. How about that?
We gotta get that big, thick mustache on the side there.
And then we're gonna have to get something so that you can cover up your gold tooth.
So you ain't gold digging on me?
She's missing a couple of teeth, guys. So we don't want her gumming it on anybody.
But if you guys want to see us on live, we're happy to do that. We just need to get some stuff ready, but we are excited that you guys have hung on this long. Yes. And remember the contest.
Don't forget.
Don't forget that.
This week only.
Yep. So
by next Friday, we'll be announcing during our podcast who won.
Mm-hmm.
So
and we hope it's you.
I hope it's you so much.
To the core.
To my core. Anyway, thanks again, everyone.
All right. Bye.
Bye.